Hello and welcome to the Mattniverse. Today we're going to further explore where the water tastes like wine. After meeting at the campfire and finding our first person to talk to about getting our story, we are moving on to find another person, I guess. So now we have to gather more stories so we can actually tell the person at the next camper the right ones, so they don't get mad at me like that kid was. That kid was getting pretty mad because I didn't apparently have the right stories. But I'm not exactly sure if I should turn this into like a little bit of a series or not. So let me, my bad. Tongue-tied. Let me know what you guys think if I should do a couple more episodes of this or not, because I'm not exactly sure myself. It's hard to say.
As you walk along the river near an unfinished bridge, a man with a tool belt catches sight of you. Hey! Over there, he calls out. You look like you could use a quick way to get some hard-earned money. Hard-earned is right. The bridge hangs high over a perilous drop.
Is it safe, or should I accept? I do kind of need money, so sure.
Great, he exclaims. Suppose you'll want a safety belt. We Thunderbird people don't need them. We fly when we fall. He chuckles.
I'm gonna belt up.
You find yourself up high, looking over the rushing river that crashes around the foundation of the bridge. As you work side by side, the man mentions, you can see Thunderbirds up here if you know how to look.
Okay, inquire.
You ask him to explain. Practice your peripheral vision, if you dare. Last thing you need up here is for them to see you seeing them and come swooping at you, he says laughingly. You only see the clouds thicken. It sure does pass the time working. The man pays you well when you're done with the job.
Cool. Cool. That's a new story too, so that's cool. And apparently I got paid, even though I didn't say I got paid, but whatever. I'll take it, I need money. So New York is all the way down there, huh? Well, I could probably try to go somewhere else. Like head in a different direction. Well, let's check here. I guess I'm reading this one. Alright. As you walk down the road, a black crow flutters down to land in your path. It looks at you, cocks its head, and speaks. Well, you've got a long, long road ahead, don't you? All these people to chase down, or so I hear. It laughs. I got some experience when it comes to chasing folks. Tell me about it, or ignore the crow. Tell me about it. Well, if you want, you could go find your friend again. Ask them more about their life. They might want better stories this time, though. It peers up to you. Didn't they tell you where they'd be headed next? Yeah, they did. But hey, this world is full of people. Bet you can find another friend like that if you went around looking. There's more than one interesting person in this land for sure. It gives a gravelly laugh. That's what humans say anyway. And with that, it launches into the air and disappears. As the person said to whistle to match up the notes, you'll walk faster. What? Okay. I don't understand how this works. I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to work. Ah, there we go. That actually works. I like that. It's actually pretty cool. I did want to walk faster. Ooh, hear a story. Yes. Yes, please. You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumbing his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurts suddenly, turning towards you. Want to hear a good story? Sure. Wish that worked. With the air of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the dead woman in the yellow ribbon, confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order. You barely piece the story together. Wait a second. You suddenly realize that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the elegant woman in the small town, but massively changed, with whole new chunks you don't remember. It's true, the old man insists, turning his wincing eyes back toward the road, and with that, the conversation seems over. So now I have an alternate version? Huh. I see. I do like that whistling thing, that's pretty cool.
His clothes are expensive, but unkempt. A tailored jacket stretched and warped out of its best fit by long days on the road. His thinning frame weighs down the boxcar next to yours. You got a light, friend?
Don't think so. No, I'm pretty sure I don't, but maybe I do.
You offer a match, which bends and nearly snaps as he scratches it against the pitted iron edge of the boxcar. Thanks, he mumbles, perching one last cigarette on his lip.
So where are you going?
Don't rightly know where I'm going. You notice how deeply wrinkled his clothes are. It's as though a huge hand plucked him from a high society party and crumpled him up like a sheet of paper. Don't rightly know how I got going either.
Why?
They built a railway just past Missy Hudson's estate. Damned racket ruined our soiree. Might have been a few bottles of Armagnac too many when I walked down the tracks to tell them to keep it quiet. He drags on the cigarette, but you never see him exhale.
That seems pretty bad. You're just not gonna let that out? That's up to him. Alright. So we'll get some more whistling on there. I think we'll go ahead and skip New York. As far as I know, I don't really need anything, but maybe they have more stories there.
By nightfall, the hospitality of this sleepy hamlet, combined with their superstitious tales, has both overstuffed your stomach and filled you with a hollow dread. Folks say these woods are full of apparitions, witches, and worse. You curse yourself for getting on the road so late.
I see.
In the moonlight, every valley and hollow at the feet of the Tappan Zee seems like a stolen shred of the abyss itself. Fireside tales seem less fanciful, and every cackling crow and moaning whippoorwill seems like a demon perched on the shivering, spindly trees. But something cuts through the noise. The muffled sound of hooves galloping on the cold, muddy road. When he finally slows his horse alongside you, it's as though he had just appeared out of the mist. He's astride a gigantic black courser, and though his boots are muddy and ragged, he wears an immaculate coat with great, shining buttons. From his saddle hangs an antiquated flintlock and a cavalry saber. In the darkness, you can hardly see above his towering shoulders.
I don't know if greeting him is going to be the best idea, but it's all I've got.
His voice is a rumbling croak, deep, but as though his throat is filled with thorns. Have you happened upon a cannonball around here? You can tell English isn't his first language. German is. His hand, so pale it's almost blue in the moonlight, grips the reins in a fist.
Well, either I can say sorry I haven't, or run the hell away. I'm gonna say sorry I haven't. We'll see.
You mumble an apology and watch as he silently rides away. back into the mist. He's cloaked in black, you notice from behind, but the blood running down over his shoulders glints crimson in the moonlight.
So, was that a ghost I just talked to, or what? A jet black crow alights on the low branch at a twisted tree. Look at you, it calls. Think you got some good stories already? Well, I heard better. Much better. It seems to wink at you. Want to hear my tricks? Alright, we'll ask. The ones you got now? Psh! Pathetic stuff. You tell those stories around, they'll come back more exciting, more satisfying. So always listen to the stories other folks tell you. Their tales are less true, sure, but more useful round the campfire. Makes sense. The boss has a point about the true ones, though, the crow admits. They're extra interesting. You learn a couple folks' true life stories and everyone will like them, no matter what kind of story they think they want to hear. Any other tips? Well, everyone's the captain of their destiny. It gives a burst of laughter. Ain't no bootstraps in the world that can save you now, but the choices you make, they change the kind of story you can tell. It ruffles its feathers. A sort of shrug. Choose wisely. Or don't. Ha! Okay, thanks, I suppose. So Philadelphia's over there. I mean, you could just walk way over here, just completely out of nowhere. I mean, there is just a place just kind of sitting out there. I don't know. We're kind of just trying to go off the pattern here. And instead of just walking from city to city, we'll just go somewhere different. Okay, what do we got here?
The edge of summer has turned the ocean choppy and misanthropic, and the skies miserably gray. The boardwalk prophetess lured you into her tent with a promise to read a fortune for free. Seems like business is slowed to a crawl already.
If they're setting it out for free, I guess so. Sit at her table, why not?
Before you lie the instruments of her profession. There's tarot cards, Rider-Waite, but also Marseille for traditionalists. Rosary beads and costume jewelry. And of course, the centerpiece, a great glass globe.
Gotta always have one of those. Listen to your fortune. I wonder what I'm gonna be told.
With practiced theatricality, she goes directly for the crystal ball, letting her eyes unfocus as though she can see a great distance into it. She brings up names, places, asks if you've known someone called John, if you have a relative in Newark.
That just seems like a load of bull, basically. I'm not really much for fortune tellers, but I'm not gonna say that it's a bad thing to believe in them if that's what you want. But either I could be a sport or I could be a dick. I'm not too hardy about being a dick, so I'm gonna be a good sport about this.
You'll latch on to what she says, and together you dance towards some insights about your romantic prospects. It's relieving to meet an honest charlatan instead of the ghouls and ghasts of the road. You might even say you're having fun. Until she abruptly stops talking.
Ask her what's wrong.
Your eyes, she says, her voice suddenly drained of the bassy drama that was her stock in trade. You've met him. You've seen him, too. You carry him with you.
Yes, did you miss me?
The words that come out of your mouth are not your own. They seem unwilling or unable to form properly out of a human throat. They're more like snarls, warning noises of a vicious animal.
Oh, jeez. Try to move.
The
Probably not
glass
gonna happen.
globe shatters. Your vision is hazy, and your body is not your own. You came far to get away from me, the voice lodged inside you says, but this one has a way of wandering. The fortune teller has collapsed, cowering. Consider your debt to me repaid.
Blackout.
When you come to your senses, you're lying face down on the rough wood of the boardwalk, sore and weak. An empty patch of wood, cleaner than the surrounding planks, is all that remains of the fortune teller's tent.
So I basically just said, screw your tent in a way. But apparently that was him that did it. Interesting. So he's basically inside me in a way. Great. So I carry him with me. That's something I really don't want. Buffalo. Should be getting closer to the campfire. I think that's one right there. But we'll get a couple more stories. Yep, that's a campfire. So we'll get a couple more stories before we go to that campfire to see what we can get. And then that should probably be the end of this episode. What campfire episode sounds good?
Against a fence and turns to face you as you pass him by. At his back is a bag full of birdseed. He assures you that the gawky birds perching on his body are the last remaining passenger pigeons.
I thought they were extinct.
They look extinct to you?
You're not sure those dull gray pigeons look anything like the pictures you've seen of passenger pigeons, though you can't help thinking they stare at you a little too intently.
Say, you like birds?
Yeah, I do. I've never really had a bird. I've had a lot of other animals, not many of them birds, but yeah, I like birds.
They're lovely creatures. Guileless, really.
Hunted damn near to extinction, weren't you? He strokes one of his birds under the chin. You think you see drips of blood flecking the creature's dirty gray head.
Oh, excuse me?
You sense it's about time you start moving on.
Yeah.
You be kind to the little birds now, you hear?
You hurry along the road, though the flapping of ungainly wings seems to follow you for hours.
Oh, that's great. Alrighty then, so let's go here. See what we got.
Muddling through the dark, you stumble into the path of the white deer. Its beauty strikes you at once. It is something otherworldly, beyond borders. A moon swimming in the void. Human shouts not far away break the spell. The deer's ears prick up. This thing is being hunted.
Do nothing or help. I'll help.
You know a way out of here. As the hunter's cries get louder, you approach the deer carefully, palms outstretched. As you grow close, your features become clearer in the light of the deer's aura. It bolts into the path of an oncoming train.
Why? Man, that just makes me sad seeing that. Why? Come on. Man. A long black car growls up in front of this hotel. Out steps a woman in her extravagant hat and coat, followed by a whole crowd of hangers-on. Is she a singer? An actress? You don't recognize her face, but to your surprise, you recognize the story she tells. Oh, which one is this one? In a sharp transatlantic accent, she tells everyone in her party about a story about a boy whose shiftless father left him alone in the woods. Oh, it's clear the story of the boy who ran away with his father, but changed in a few entertaining ways. I see. Keep listening in. Isn't that something, she asks. Her various followers agree. She pays the driver of the limousine and sweeps into the hotel like a thunderstorm on red velvet. Someone should do a picture about it, you hear her exclaim. I see. So I can't go into the city, can I? Well, I guess I'll just go to the campfire then. Hopefully I have enough stories. I hope I gained enough. But who am I going to meet this time? Quinn. Again?
Hey, traveler. Come to join my fire again?
I didn't even know I was heading in that direction, to be honest. I just went that way. I didn't even open up the map once. Well, it's good to see you again, Quinn.
Well, I guess I know you well enough to let you set yourself down for a spell. You remember Cass and Flip?
Of course, of course.
You want to hear more about my travels? Well, sure, why not? Nothing better than trading stories around the fire, and I got stories.
Good, so do I.
Hey, tell me a funny story. You seem like you still got a sense of humor.
Funny, huh? Do I have any funny? Fortune, fate, bonded, that's not, oh no. I don't think I have funny. Oh boy, well, they already know the story of the two, oh jeez. So they know about the story about pretty much everything else. That seems it's pretty bad. I don't want to tell that one. That one's sadness, and they already know. Tell the story about the writer. It's more scary. That's pretty scary too. How about the bridge builders? That's about all I've got. I mean, I don't have any funny.
Not sure I quite follow that one.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Freedom. Well, teacher used to talk about freedom like America was eat up with it. But the tramping kind seems to be just about the only real freedom still in supply. Ain't no freedom from an empty stomach or bad weather, unless you're rich. You got any stories that are a little sad?
That I do. I do have that, actually. There is a sadness story, but I already told that one. Crap. That's not really sad. That's not really sad. Tell the story of the seagulls and the fishermen. Oh boy. Well, it sucks I can't retell stories, because that is a sad story. It's sadness, but I can't tell it. Oh, that sucks. How about that one?
That was a chuckle to be sure, but do you know anything more lively? Traps and such like. Well, one time in Fort Worth, a feller tried to take Cass and Flip away. Said a kid couldn't look out for him proper like, that they were fat in Fort Worth and they were going to the pound so that he could find him a good home. Well, before I could much argue, Flip bit the hell out of that busybody, and Cass and I joined in shortly. I don't think I ever seen a fella so surprised.
Well, I mean, once a kid starts biting somebody, I think they're gonna be a bit surprised. Following the dog's order, apparently.
Guess I ain't going back to Fort Worth no more.
I guess not.
I want to hear a story about ghosts or murderers or something. Scary stuff.
I think I got that. Apparently I can't tell that second story that I had. That's not good. It's taking away the stories that I want to tell. So, we'll tell this one.
Wow, that's the stuff, stranger. Spooky campfire tales are my favorite.
I think that got it. Good.
Luck. Wit and some puppy dog eyes on occasion's all the luck I need out here. For everything else, I got my knife and my dogs got their teeth. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any?
I don't think so. Probably not one that you haven't already heard. Venturing, huh? What about that one?
don't get too much out of tales that are so cheerful. Not enough for my family. There ain't no way I'm gonna start jaw flapping back. I'm in the mood for.
You still want more stories? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I don't have, like, anything else. You can't tell them the stories that you already told, which kind of leaves me at a disadvantage. I didn't know that I was going to find Quinn again, or I wouldn't have done that. I guess I could exit anytime I want, but... I don't know. There ain't much I could do about this one. I only have one last story to tell. And it's probably not gonna do me any good.
Were you trying to scare me? Well, love story. Folks sure seem to be eat up with the notions of love. Singing and talking about it all the damn time. I'm not sure I see the appeal myself. Oh, heck. The night's over already. I sure enjoyed talking to you, but I gotta get on. I think I'll see what's happening up the road this way. The tramping life suits me just fine. Every day is a venture. With things being so depressed, folks walk around like it's the end of everything good. But it ain't. Plenty nice things to see if you know where to look.
Well, at least I didn't do terrible. Oh, jeez. But I really need to see someone else. That was terrible. I did not want to meet Quinn again. Ever crossing, change our character. Not exactly sure how this works. Oh, so I guess these people are the characters. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, maybe next time I'll try and see if I can find a different character. It looks like as of right now, there are no characters that were by me, so that kind of, I guess, explains a few things. So, we'll try and go to the next character. We'll find somebody. I mean, right where Quinn is now, there's two others that can tell a story. Somebody new to have fresh perspectives, I was trying to say, on the stories I tell, and since they don't know them, that might actually help me. Since Quinn knows pretty much every story, it's not gonna help, because I can't tell them any different stories, and it's really bad. They're gonna really start hating me because of the fact that I can't tell them anything new, but we'll see about trying to find someone else. But still, let me know if you guys want me to do more of this game. I'm still not sure how much more of this I will do. Probably not too much more unless you guys like it. Then I definitely will. It's not a bad game, it's just... yeah, it's pretty much the basis of what you're doing is just telling stories and retelling. I mean, that's pretty much it, so... I want to know what you guys think. But anyways, I think that'll do it for this one, so... thank you for joining me for this adventure. I'll see you guys for the next adventure. Bye.